Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Very excited to be back at work and excited to have you back in class. So, here's what we're going to be doing. Before we get started with anything, I want to go over what this type of learning is going to look like. So, first of all, welcome back. I hope everybody's excited. This is going to be a little bit different, a little bit strange, but I think we can. I know we can pull it off. So, we're also going to talk about our class times and office hours, how grades are going to work, and what this week is going to look like. All right. So if you feel like this, you are not alone. Okay. If you're kind of like, I don't know what's happening, that's all right. This is new to all of us. Relax. We're going to figure it out together. I want to, every time you stress, I want you to remember that I said that. We are going to figure it out together. All right. So let's just go over the basics right now. Let's talk about when we're going to meet and how grades are going to work. All right. So, simple one. We're going to meet every Tuesday from 10 to 11 a.m. Uh, our class will be I'll be live, and there'll be a link posted that you can join our class. If you miss it for whatever reason, it's going to be recorded and it'll be available on Google Classroom. Now, office hours, 11 to noon every Monday. I'm going to be free to talk and meet for anything that you need. You can also schedule a meeting with me by appointment. So if 11 and noon doesn't work for you for whatever reason, and you want to meet with me at another time, just contact me, and we'll get into that in a second, and we will set up a time. Your other classes are going to be contacting you, let you know when their classes are going to meet. But if you click on this link, that'll give you kind of a snapshot of what the classes look like so far. This could change, and again, hopefully your teachers have reached out to you. But if you see sixth grade English, that's you. Sixth grade science, sixth grade math, etc. And hopefully, again, you have more information on that. But this is kind of what it looks like. All right. So back to again, these links, everything that you need will be posted in Google Classroom. That's the place to go for everything. You can contact me for anything. You can contact me by email, phone, through Google Classroom. You can set up a time if you need, if you need a time to go over stuff. My email is down at the bottom. My phone number is down at the bottom. You can call or text that number. The school phone number is there at the bottom. It's 530-865-1225, extension 4300. We'll get you the site secretary, Marcy, and she'd be able to direct you anywhere you need to go and answer almost any question. So anytime you need to contact us, any of those will do. And I'm available 8 to 3 Monday through Friday. But if you leave a message, I will definitely get back to you. All right, let's move on to the next part, which is grades. Grades, they're a little bit different for this type of learning. So I don't want anybody to stress out about, if they're having a bad internet connection or anything like that. We'll figure that part out. But the specific guidelines for Orland Unified are going to be posted on Google Classroom. Our class is going to be pretty much the same as it's always been. Our schedule, the activities that we do, the grades, everything will be about the same. Our day, the only thing will be different is that we'll be meeting online and we'll be meeting on Tuesdays. But everything else, what we do during the course of a day, how I'm grading assignments, the type of assignments that we do, that'll all be things that we've done before. All right. So here's our agenda for the day. So here's our agenda for the day. I hope this looks familiar. We're going to start with a quick write. In the quick write, and what I'm going to show you in just a second, underneath the quick write is all the areas you're going to need for today's lesson. So it looks like this as it loads. The quick write's just right there on the top of the screen. It's going to show you where we're reading in the book. There's a link to the audio book there if you want to try to find that on YouTube. It's going to tell you which one to pick. And then when we're done reading, you're going to answer one of these questions. Then when we finish that, we're going to be going over the vocab list. and we're going to be doing some video questions. In case you need to find the video on YouTube, it's going to be, you can see right what's on the screen there. But in addition to that, all of this will be posted on Google Classroom. If anything here doesn't work, feel free to, you can send me a message, Google Hangout, email, whatever, and we can find a way to meet one-on-one. So if at any point you're needing some help, send me a message and we will find the best way to connect. And you can see here at the bottom, there's a master copy of our vocab list. So that's there. So, all right. So you should be right at the top of this packet now. And here's your question for the day. So we're going to start with this quick right. We're going to read the end of Harry Potter. And then we're going to go over some vocab and then do a Pear Deck. So hopefully all that stuff looks pretty familiar to what we usually do in class. And here we go. All right. So here's our quick write for the day. I want you to describe the relationship between Ron, Harry, and Hermione at this point in the book. What do they think of her, they being Ron and Harry? Why do they think that? And do you think the relationship that they have will change or stay the same throughout the books? Why or why not? Now, right now, just a reminder, I know probably you haven't seen this in a while. Remember, we meet Hermione, Ron and Harry meet Hermione on the train, and she kind of butts into their room and makes fun of Ron doing magic. And then most recently, we've just left off where Harry and Ron went to do the duel with Malfoy, and Hermione was getting upset with them because they don't listen, which is kind of a running theme with Ron, Harry, and Hermione, is them doing foolish things and then Hermione being upset with them. So especially Ron is kind of annoyed with her at this point. So write down what you think the relationship is now. And then in addition to that, I want you to go ahead and I want you to tell me what you think the relationship will look like in 6 months from now, or a year from now, or 5 years from now. All right, I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes to write. So what I would do is just pause this video and go ahead and write a paragraph on your answer. Now, if at any point you're able to log into Pear Deck, that would be great. The link to that is going to be at the top of Google Classroom. The code is in the upper right-hand corner right here. And I'm going to put that at the beginning of the video. All right, so go ahead and you're going to take 5 minutes to do your quick write. I'd pause the video. Okay, about 10 seconds left. Go ahead and wrap up your response. Excellent. When we all meet together next week, we'll be able to take a look at that. But just in case you were not able to get into Pear Deck, there is the code. There will be a link to this at the top of Google Classroom. So you can type in your answer. If you're doing this on paper, just write it on paper. That'll be fine. Next week, for the students who have logged in, we're going to share some of your answers. And hopefully at any point you just pause the video and you can punch that code into Pear Deck. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on. All right, what we're going to be doing right now, well, let's do this. Here's the question we're going to be answering. You're going to answer 2 questions. You can have a choice of 2 questions to answer. 1, you can explain what this quote means, or 2, you can describe the scariest situation you've ever been in. But for everybody else, we are going to go to Harry Potter and we're going to read the end of the chapter. Now, if you are on the PDF, you're going to be on page 135, right where it says start here. So it's going to start with perhaps it was because he was so busy now. Or if you're in our book, upside down. you're going to be starting on page 170. This part right here. Oh, that's much better, isn't it? Sorry. So we're going to be right here. And that is page 170. Now, if you want to make sure you don't get lost in all of this, in your packet or in Google Classroom, wherever you're looking at this, it's going to tell you where we are reading. We're reading at Harry Potter, chapter 10, page 2. On page 170, we're going to start from where it says, perhaps it was because he was now so busy, which is the same one we're going to find right here. There we go. And that is going to be this one right here. Perhaps it was because now he was so busy. And that is on page 170 in the book. If you're wanting to listen to this, there's a link to the audiobook here. And if you have access to YouTube, you can just search chapter 10 Halloween, and then it's the second one that I found right there. So it's the one that matches that, if you want to try to listen to it. All right, so that is going to take you about, I would think, about at least 10 or 15 minutes to read. So go ahead and pause the book, or pause the video rather, sorry. Pause the video, and then once you finish, you're going to come back. All right, so that was pretty incredible, right? All right, so you're going to pick one of these two questions to answer. One, this is a quote at the end of the chapter. It says, what do you think the following quote means? Let me just pull that up. From that moment on, Hermione Granger became their friend. There are some things you just can't share without ending up liking each other, and knocking out a 12-foot mountain troll is one of them. All right. Again, you need to pause and go back at any point in the video. That's fine. Or you don't have to do either one of those. The second question is, what is the scariest situation that you've ever been involved in, and how did it feel? Do you think that you were feeling similar or different to Ron, Hermione, and Harry's feelings when they were fighting the troll? Explain. So you can pick either one of those to respond to in about a paragraph. You're going to respond right here, and that should give you enough space to write a paragraph there. So go ahead and pause the video and complete that. It should take you about 5 minutes. All right, welcome back. All right, we're going to do a vocab review now. If you have access to it, everybody say hi to my daughter Mackenzie. Can you say hi to the students? Hi. Hi. If you are able to access if you're able to do this online, if you click on this button right here, it is going to take you to a Kahoot challenge that you can do that's self-paced, and this is going to let you practice all the words that we're studying right now. You just have to enter your name. If you want to enter your name, great. Any nickname that's appropriate is fine. Hit go, and it's going to let you play on your own. Do a vocab review. The way I'm going to do that instead is I'm going to have you click on this to play the game. If you want to have me go over the words for you, that's going to be posted on the lesson that I do every Tuesday morning, and I'm going to record that message and I will send it out to you. But the next thing we'll do is vocab review. If you click on this is our Pear Deck. If you click on it, it will take you right to the vocab review. And you'll be able to practice all your words there. That's it. All right. Then after you've done your vocab review, there are some video questions. Again, this will all be posted on Google Classroom, but if you click on the link, and if you click on the link in Pear Deck, it's going to take you right to the video questions. This is all part of the same packet that I showed you at the beginning of this. And that's it. We have that personal narrative that we're working on. Keep reading Harry Potter. And please contact me if you need anything at all. This Pear Deck that we're using right here, that's the code. And you have until our next lesson to complete all of these assignments. Again, let me know if you have any questions, and I will catch you guys later.